myself Aishwarya Vasardekar. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this session. First of all, I would like to extend a special welcome to our guest, Professor Y.R. Atre sir, former professor and head of Electrical Engineering Department, Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli, Department of Electrical Engineering of Annasaheb Dange College of Engineering and Technology, Ashta, has organized the technical seminar cum training program on power generation and demand scenario in India's western zone in year 2020. So this is the day 4 of this program and we are going to give a presentation on topic Western Region Load Dispatch Center, that is WRLDC. After end of this session, your suggestions are valuable for us. So now we will start with the presentation. For this, I will hand over this session to my friend Shruti.
Thank you, Aishwarya. My name is Shruti. Now I will explain the analyzed data of October 2020 for Western region. In this slide, we will see the comparison between hydro solar, that is RES generation. Here, hydrogen is little bit greater than the wind generation. Hydro generation in month of October 2020 was 1092.5 mega units at the average of 35.24 mega units per day, which is decreased by 33.02% compared to last year of the same month, 1631.17 mega units. Wind generation, total wind generation in month was 1700 mega units at the average of 34.8 mega units per day in the month of October 20. Wind generation increased by 4% compared to last year's same month, that is 1037 mega units. Solar generation of 850 mega units generated in the month of October 20 at the average of 27 mega units per day. Solar generation increased by 16.27% compared to last year same month, that is 731 mega units. Now we will see the frequency profile. Here we have see the average frequency graph at the RHS side. Maximum frequency observed for this month at 12 October, that is 15.27 Hz, and minimum frequency observed two times, that is 28 October and 29 October, 49.7 Hz. So, system frequency remain in IEGC band. IEGC stands for Indian Electricity Grid Code. That is, in this band indicates that frequency, good frequency is 89.9 to 50.05 Hz or 81.87 of the time in this month. Average frequency was 50 Hz and frequency deviation index was 0.18. Now we will see the voltage profile. Yesterday, honorable guest asked one question, that why Kalwa station observed maximum voltage most of the time. So after analyzing the data for this month, I observed that uh, not a Kalwa station most of the time, not a Kalwa station uh, get high voltage. There is a Dhule station which contains five times in this month highest voltage. Then Raigarh four times observed maximum voltage, and then Kalwa. So why Dhule station get highest voltage? As per the I observed one notice which is available on Google. In this representative of SLDC, that means State Load Dispatch Center, Maharashtra, informed that a bus reactor 125 MVAR capacity would come into service by March 2019. He also stated that bus reactor at Khandwa of capacity 100 MVAR is out of service, so there is a no generation at SSP. SSP means what? Southwest Power Pole. Due to that, voltage at Dhule station is high. Most of the time, Dhule station voltage is high. Then Raigarh, so representative from Chhattisgarh. Raigarh substation is connected to Kotra pooling substation, which connected to many IPP. IPP means independent power producer. So hence all IPP connected with Kotra substation need to absorb MVAR per their capability curve. Also, JPL and TRN. JPL means Jindal Power Plant and Thermal Energy Company in Chhattisgarh. Energy are connected with Tamnar, which further connected to Kotra, and Kotra is already connected to Raigarh. So voltage at the Raigarh is high. So this reason Dhule and Raigarh got highest voltages. So HV problems, high voltage problems related to amount of reactive power presented in a system. So we know the reactive power, when reactive power is high, then efficiency of the system is decreases. So we need to reactive power compensation for this system. So in Western region, we use static shunt compensation, which is switched and non-switched reactors are used in this system. So there are a number of reasons because of high voltage occurs, that is due to loading of line, inadequate reactive compensation, and Ferrand effect in EHV and UHV. But after observing the data which is collected from Dhule and Raigarh representative, there is a high voltage because of reactive power compensation. So how reactive power relate with the voltage? So in general, decreasing reactive power causing voltage to fall, while increase it causing voltage to rise. When reactive power supply at lower voltage, as voltage drop, current must increase to maintain power supply, causing system to consume more reactive power, and further voltage drop. Further voltage drops. So in this scenario, we conclude that when reactive power compensation is there, voltage at these nodes or substation will increases. So is it fine, Atre sir?
Atre sir, are you there? Atre sir.
Yes, sir.
So are you satisfied with the answer which she found, the reason of yesterday's question, sir? The query which you have raised. Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello sir, you asked me the question yesterday that why
Yes.
but not a Kalwa
Yes.
station. There is a Dhule and Raigarh station which got most of the time high voltages.
And which is having lowest?
Uh, Lowest, uh, I'm not analyzed, sir.
No, in Bhopal there is one uh, uh,
Mapusa.
where they are facing lowest voltage. Yesterday I got that Gwalior.
Sir, uh, after analyzing the data, I somewhat observed that when more stations are connected to this substation or any other, uh, just like Western region, other regions are connected to this substation. That time there will be more reactive power compensation uh, equipments required. That's why there is a high voltage for this station.
Required means if there will be more compensation.
Yes,
The voltage will be more.
Yeah, in case of more compensation, more voltage will be there.
yes, sir.
But you are saying what required, or it is there, it is available there.
It is available there, sir. Sorry.
Acha.
And what about the then where they are facing lowest voltage?
Yes, the station, those who are facing the lowest voltage, what reason you found?
And not found, sir. Sorry.
Okay, you just work on it then. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, continue.
Thank you, sir. Now, in this voltage profile, we have see RHS side, there is a maximum minimum voltage graph, and below this graph, there is a average voltage graph. Maximum average voltage for this station is 420.5 volt at Raipur substation, and 40 volt at minimum voltage is 408 at Bhopal and Kalwa station. Sorry, Kala station. Now we will see the generation outages. Outages means power off. Planned outages means outages due to maintenance or any other planned reason. Forced outages means when we require sudden breakdown. So planned out maximum planned outages for October month is 22,186 volt. Sorry, megawatt, and forced outages is 13,272 megawatt. Total maximum outages is 33,798 megawatt. First graph shows the generation outages, which is summation of planned outages and forced outages. Second graph shows that uh, previous month and this month outages and comparison between planned and forced outages. There is a planned outages more than the forced outages, and somewhat nearly equal outages in October and September. Now comparison of hourly load demand curve of western region and Maharashtra. Hourly demand curve on regional minimum day 26 October 2020 at 2 a.m. So for Western region, 40,999 megawatt, and in Maharashtra, 13,807 megawatt. Next, comparison of hourly load curve of Western region and Maharashtra on regional peak day, that is 31 October 2020 at 4 p.m. So for Western region, there is a maximum voltage on regional peak day was 52,702 megawatt, and for Maharashtra, it is 18,810 megawatt. So from this data, we conclude that Western region has met gross peak demand of 52,702 megawatt at 4 p.m. on 31st October 20. It was 4.09% higher as compared to October 19. Average demand meet increased by 15.56% compared to last year October 19. Total energy consumption was 35,608 mega units in the month of October 20 at the average of 1,148 mega units per day, and maximum was 1,184 mega units on 9 October 2020. Average energy consumption increased by 15.49% compared to last year October 19. Average energy consumption increased by 9.72% compared to last month, September 20. So further session we will I will hand over to my friend Sukta.
Thanks, Shruti. Good afternoon, all of you. I am Sukhada Dombare. Shruti was explained the data of October. Further, we can see the data of November and December. So first, we can analyze the data of November 2020 for Western region. So, next, in that first we see the comparison between hydro, wind and solar generation. First we see the hydro generation. Hydro generation in month of November 20 was 774.52 mega units at average of 25.82 mega units per day. Hydro generation decreased by 22.51% compared to last year of same month, which was 999.53 mega units. Next is wind generation. Total wind generation in month was 1,680 mega units at average of 56 mega units per day in month of November 20. Wind generation increased by 43% compared to last year same month, which was 1173 mega units. Next is the solar generation. Solar generation of 849 mega units generated in month of November 20 at average of 28 mega units per day. Solar generation increased by 16% compared to last year same month, which was 734 mega units. In this graph we can see that the maximum generation is wind generation and the minimum generation was hydro generation. Next we will see the frequency profile. We can see that the day wise frequency profile. System frequency remains in IEGC band. IEGC stand for Indian Electricity Grid Code. The frequency band permitted is 49.95 to 50.02 Hz. In this table, we can see that the average frequency for November month is 50.001 and the maximum frequency is 50.02, which was observed on 3rd November, and the minimum average frequency is 49.98, which was observed on 15th November. In this graph, we can see that the day-wise frequency variation from 1st November to 13th November. Next, we will see the voltage profile in Western region. In this graph, we will see the voltage variation on each station. Table shows that the maximum voltage is observed on Dhule station, which was 439 volt, and minimum voltage is observed on Itarasi, Gwalior and Hazira station. Next, we will see the generation outages. We analyze the monthly data of generation outages. There are two types of outages. One is planned outage and another is forced outage. Planned outage is due to maintenance purpose, and the forced outage is due to equipment failure, shortage of fuel, as well as high voltage. The maximum outage is 33,798 megawatt on 5 November 20. The minimum outage is 27,411 megawatt on 20 November 2020. In this graph, we can see that the day-wise outage variation from 1st November to 13th November. Next, we will see the comparison of hourly load curve for Western region and Maharashtra. The first graph shows the maximum demand for Western region, which was 57,890 megawatt on 30th November. The next graph showing the maximum demand for Maharashtra, that was 22,899 megawatt on the same day. The next we can see the comparison of hourly load curve of Western region. The regional minimum day is on 15th November 2020. The graph showing minimum demand for Western region and Maharashtra, that was 36,148 and 13,859 respectively on 15 November 20. So from all this data, we can conclude that in November 20, peak demand met, Western region has met gross peak demand of 57,890 megawatt at 11 hours on 13th November 20. It was 6.46% higher as compared to November 19, which was 54,375 megawatt. The average demand, which was 48,370 megawatt, increased by 9.64% compared to last year November 19, which was 44,115 megawatt. The total energy consumption was 35,065 mega units in month of November 20 at average of 1,161 mega units per day, and the maximum was 1,215 mega units on 13th November 20. The average energy consumption increased by 9.64% as compared to last year November 19, which was 1,059 mega units. Average energy consumption decreased by 1.55% compared to the last month. So next, we will analyze the data of December 2020 for Western region. First, we will see the comparison between hydro, wind and solar generation. First, we see the hydro generation. Hydro generation in month of December 20 was 1,109.18 mega units at average of 35.78 mega units per day. Hydro generation increased by 4% compared to last year of the same month, which was 1,067 mega units. Next, we see the wind generation. Total wind generation in month was 1,686 mega units at average of 54.4 mega units per day in month of December 20. Wind generation decreased by 14% compared to last year same month, which was 1,962 mega units. Next, which was the solar generation. Solar generation of 883 mega units generated in month of December 20 at average of 28 mega units per day. Solar generation increased by 17.20% compared to last year of same month, which was 753 mega units. Next, we will see the frequency profile. The graph shows day-wise frequency variation on each day. The maximum frequency was 50.03, which was observed on 10 December 20, and the minimum frequency was 49.97, which was observed on 13 December. Next, we will see the voltage profile in western region. The maximum voltage is observed on Kalwa station, which was 437 volt. The minimum voltage is observed on Hazira station, which was 382 volt. Next, we will see the generation outages. There are two types of outages: planned outage and forced outage. The maximum outage is observed is 31,537 megawatt on 5th November. The minimum outages is observed, which was 24,850 megawatt on 20th November. Next, we will see the comparison of hourly load curve for Western region and Maharashtra. The regional peak day on 31st December 2020. Maximum demand for Western region. It was 61,199 megawatt. And for Maharashtra is 22,972 on 31st December 20. Next, we will see the comparison of hourly load curve of Western region and Maharashtra. The regional minimum day on 14th December 20. For Western region, that was 38,708 megawatt, and for Maharashtra, that was 14,903 megawatt on 14th December. Next, from this all data, we can conclude that peak demand met. The Western region has met gross peak demand of 61,199 megawatt at 11 hours on 31st December 20. It was 7.86% higher as compared to December 19, which was 56,739 megawatt. Average demand met, which was 50,269 megawatt, increased by 7.47% compared to last year December 19, which was 46,774 megawatt. The total energy consumption was 37,400 mega units in month of December 20 at average of 1,206 mega units per day, and the maximum was 1,248 mega units on 10 December 20. Average energy consumption increased by 7.47% compared to last year December 19, which was 1,123 mega units. Due to post-lockdown, the average energy consumption increased by 6.24% compared to last month. Now I can hand over this presentation to my friend Aishwarya.
Thank you, Sukhda. So, in this 4 day session, we have seen all the 12 months of year 2020. So, let us analyze the year 2020 briefly. So, here the graph shows analysis of renewable energy source generation for the year 2020. From this graph, we can conclude that for hydro, the maximum generation is in the month of September, which is 2086.29 mega units. For wind, the maximum generation is in month of August, which is 3549 mega units. And for solar, the maximum generation is in month of May, which is 1016 mega units. So then we will analyze the year 2020. As we all know, 2020 is very difficult year for the entire world. All the sectors are affected due to COVID-19. In this slide, the year 2020 is divided in three different stages: pre-lockdown, lockdown, and post-lockdown. As the nationwide lockdown is announced by our Honorable Prime Minister on 24th of March 2020. So, for pre-lockdown, January, February, and March, these 3 months are considered. For lockdown, April to October, total 7 months are considered, and for post lockdown, November and December, these 2 months are considered. From this data, we can conclude that the average energy demand is somewhat decreased in lockdown stage because most of the offices, large and small scale industries, commercial establishments such as malls, theaters, supermarkets, etc., are ordered to remain shut to control the spread of COVID-19. The schools, colleges, and religious places are also shut to control the disease spread. This situation has led to large reduction in peak electricity demand across the five electricity region of our country. And during post-lockdown months, that is in November and December, the electricity demand is somewhat increased due to the Christmas and New Year's. So this is the overall analysis of year 2020 in short. Thank you so much everyone for your precious time and overwhelming response in these last 4 days. I would also like to thank Bhagwan sir for giving us this opportunity. Thank you so much. Now we will share one link with you in chat box for the quiz.
Okay, so the link will be shared in a chat box. So all are requested to attempt that quiz. Yeah, it is shared by Prathamesh Patil. You just click on that link and just solve the quiz based on today's session. Yes, Aishwarya, what is the tomorrow schedule?
Sir, tomorrow is standard.
Standards. Okay, so you are going to explain on standards. Okay, so we will plan to discuss about MERC role and as well as the different power stations which are available in the western region of India. So I think Girija will be ready with the presentation. So Girija, are you there in the meeting?
Yes, sir.
So are you ready with your presentation?
No, sir. My presentation is on last day, that is 24th of April. Western
Okay.
Region Power Plants.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thora sir, are you there? Thora sir. Today we have one more guest with us, Professor Thora sir from RIT College, Rajaram Bapu College, Institute of Technology, Islampur. Hi, yes sir. You might be having microphone issue. Aishwarya, just you briefly summarized what we have discussed in this week.
Yes. So in this last 4 day session, we have conducted a presentation on topic Western Region Load Dispatch Center, that is WRLDC. In this, we have taken the data of year 2020 and we studied the year 2020 in detail. The 2020 is divided in three parts, that is lockdown, pre-lockdown, lockdown, and post-lockdown, and we have analyzed this data of these three stages.
So your comments on it, what you just briefly tell so that those who are joined today and those who are not attended earlier session, they will get some brief idea, because now we are close to conclude today's session. But those who are joined late, they will get some idea what we have discussed.
Yes, sir. So during the lockdown stage, the energy demand is decreased in all 5 regions in our country because the industries and offices are shut in lockdown period. So the energy demand is decreased in lockdown period, and after post lockdown, the energy demand is increased as there is a festival season and also there is a New Year's.
Yes, yes. Atre sir, your comment on today's session. Atre sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So, is it possible to incorporate some load factor values at different locations, and how the load factor is also figure which reflects the load condition? Is it possible?
Okay, we'll try and we check the data, sir. We'll check the data. If it is given in the reports, which is available at Load Dispatch Center, we will definitely prepare on it, sir. We will work on it.
That will reflect the utilization of the electrical energy during this particular period, and how it is affected in period, I can say, general.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We work on it.
So just to find out whether can we find out at different points the load factors. So load factor is the most important parameter for the load curve, and that reflects the utilization of the electrical system.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. So I think we will conclude today's session. You all are requested to subscribe our channel. The channel link is posted in the chat box, and as well as you all are requested to attempt today's quiz. Based on the attendance will be received. So I think I'll thank all team of WRLDC presentation. You have done a fabulous job. I'm very much fortunate that you all have done a very, very good presentation, effective presentation, where you have presented a real-time data, which is for the year 2020. With this, you conclude the meeting. Aishwarya, you just conclude a meeting with your concluding remarks.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Then I declare that this session is over.